Hello everyone, welcome back for this new episode. Today I'm going to share with you about parent teenage conflict. This is something that has been going on for quite some time, and for this reason, you find that there's some misunderstanding or lack of good communication between a parent and their children of teenage. For that reason, you find that there is a lot of conflict and some rebellion from the children because they feel that their parent do not understand them, and most of the time you'll find that they'll state it directly to the parent that they're not understanding them. What leads to this conflict? This conflict is brought about by the parent wanting to do almost everything to the child, and mostly maybe for the teenage, you find that the parent wants to control some of the activities that this teenage is up to. And as this teenage is growing, they reach a point whereby they feel that they need to do things by themselves, and yet the parent does not feel that they are ready to do those things or those activities by themselves. So they end up doing everything to them. To the parent, it is a sign of love, or it is a show of love according to what they do, because they feel that because they love their children so much, or because they love their teenage so much, they feel that they should guide them into doing some of the things, and even to some point doing doing those activities for them. And for this reason, you find that this child will not be happy or will not be contented with whatever the parent will be doing. When all this is happening, most of the times it leads to rebellion, whereby this rebellion will not be a full-blown rebellion, but most of the time becomes a silent rebellion. You find that your son does something or your daughter does something, you end up quarreling the child and all that, because you as a parent, you want things to be done right, and yet for them, they feel that they should also be heard when it comes to some things around the family. If they're not being heard, you find that there'll be a lot of misunderstanding. And as a parent, you'll be talking too much, or you'll be talking a lot to control the issues or the challenges that your teenage will be going through. And yet, at some point, you'll realize that you don't have to do anything about what they are going through or what is happening around them. Most of the time, what the teenage requires from the parent is the parent to be a friend to them, not to be a dad or a mom all the time. Because when you become a mom or dad to your son or daughter, you realize that you'll be restricting most of the things that they do, or you'll be following up some of the activities which they'll not be comfortable when you as a parent would be doing the follow up. As a parent to your child, you'll notice that you'll want most of the things done by them, to you be in a position to investigate or to control those activities that they're doing. For instance, maybe a course that the child would want to do, and maybe the parent wants the child to do a different course altogether, and they'll be ready to fund that course that they want, but not the one that the teenage would be wanting. And for this reason, you find that when a child finds resistance to some of his opinion, they end up losing trust to their parent and end up sharing some of the things that are challenging them with their friends outside their house. You realize that when this happens for a long time, the child will end up losing the relationship with the parent. And when they lose that relationship, you find that they'll not be sharing some of the things that they are going through. They'll just keep them to themselves. When you act as a parent to your son or to your daughter, you find that you'll be pushing them away from you when it comes to the relationship building. But when you become a friend to your son or daughter, you find that there'll be a good rapport being built, and there'll be closeness, because there'll also be trust. Because as friends, you trust each other, and you share a lot when you are together. But when you treat them as a child, you find that they'll have fear for you as a parent, and of course they'll not be talking much about the things that they're doing outside the house, or what they'll be doing outside with their friends. And this is the reason why you find that the bond between the child and the parent continues to increase further from each other instead of moving closer to each other. This reason makes a lot of challenges, and as the parents, if we will start to feel that distance between you and your child, because they'll hide most of the activities, or they'll hide some of the things that they do, or what they go through, whatever they are, because whenever they'll come to share with you something, you'll always want to question them why they made those decisions, or you'll start quarreling them, because you're a parent, and as a parent you want to show love to your child, and the love that you're showing them is showing them by maybe wanting to control some of the activities that they're doing, or they're up to. So sometimes you find that these teenagers mostly want a friend in their parent, not a mother or a father. When you become a friend to your teenage, it means that you're bringing them close to you, and they'll be there ready to share anything or any challenge that they go through without any fear, because they'll know that whenever they come to you, you'll receive them with love, with warmth, without judging them, and you'll be there to listen to their to their issues or the challenges that they'll have brought. Relationship building between a parent and a teenage is quite easy if the parent understands that the son or the daughter mostly wants a friend from the parent. There's a time you can act, or you can play your role as a parent, and there's a time you just play a role as a friend. And most of the time, because they've grown up, it means that most of the time, you'll be playing the role of a friend, so that you'll be able to build a rapport with your son or with your daughter, so that you bring them close to you. Whenever they have a challenge, they'll always come to you instead of going outside to share the challenge with some other people. It has been quite challenging for most of the parents, and most of my clients that I've attended to, they've been struggling with this. And I thought it would be nice to just talk it out, and maybe to to reach out to those parents who are still struggling with their teenagers, to try to be friends with their sons and daughters, and not to be a parent full time. With this, you'll see some changes in the house and even in the family when you try to bring it out in that way. Thank you for your time, and thank you for watching. Kindly keep following, and as well, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Smiling Heart Counselors, which is a platform that I want to use to share some of this psychological information, because these are life challenges that people face, and they need we need to address them, and share some ways on how to handle them, so that we be able to have a happy family around us, or have a happy relationship with the people that we love. Thank you once again, and see you next time. Thank you.